Hello everyone. Welcome to an all new episode of Ask TV. Today, we'll be demystifying two-wheeler insurance in India. Whether you ride a scooter through city traffic or a bike on the open road, we all have a need to protect our two-wheelers. So let's dive right in. We have with us Manas Kapoor. He's the head of two-wheeler insurance at Policybazaar.com and he'll be answering all our questions regarding two-wheeler insurance in India. If you have any questions, just put them in the comment box and we'll take them through the session. Welcome to the show, Manas.
Thanks, Umang.
So let's kick off with the basics. What exactly is two-wheeler insurance and why is it essential for every bike or scooter owner in India?
So basically, two-wheeler insurance provides you financial protection against theft, any natural or man-made disaster, accidents. If a person is riding on a two-wheeler, then if there is any third-party damage, then two-wheeler insurance comes into picture and helps. So according to the government regulation, third-party insurance is mandatory that a bike owner should have. Additionally, he can also opt for a comprehensive plan that not only covers the third party component but also covers by damages to their own bike or to themselves.
You know, a lot of people get confused between third party insurance and comprehensive insurance. So, can you break it down for our audience so that they never get confused again?
So simple है उसमें थर्ड पार्टी इंश्योरेंस गवर्नमेंट ने मैंडेट कर रखा है काफी सालों से वेयर इफ अ पर्सन इज राइडिंग एनी टू व्हीलर और इवन फॉर दैट मैटर कार देन थर्ड पार्टी इंश्योरेंस बाय करना मैंडेटरी है बाय लॉ. एडिशनली कस्टमर्स के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है ये समझना कि खाली दूसरे की जान इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं, अपनी भी जान इंपॉर्टेंट है एंड दैट इज वाई बाइंग अ कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव प्लान is also equally important for customers क्योंकि when they are riding a two-wheeler then they can get hurt, they can get meet an accident, even like for example theft होता है, then third party does not cover that. In that particular scenario it is important कि वो comprehensive coverage ले अपने two-wheeler insurance के part में.
So that's a very important point, audience. Theft is not covered in third-party insurance. You have to have comprehensive insurance in case of theft. Manas, what are some of the common misconceptions about two-wheeler insurance in India? And what can we do so that our audience does not fall prey to them?
So, अगर मैं बोलूँ, there are 3 to 4 misconceptions that we commonly understand from the customers of two-wheeler insurance. सबसे पहला बेसिक है कि उनको होता है कि थर्ड पार्टी ही से हमारा अपना खुद का डैमेज या अगर हमें एक्सीडेंट होता है तो दैट इज कवर्ड. दैट इज नॉट राइट. दे शुड अंडरस्टैंड, जो हमने अभी पहले भी डिस्कस करा, दैट कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव कवरेज will cover themselves or any theft, but third party will only cover if there is a damage to property or any accident to other member. A. B. The second biggest misconception is around the pricing of two-wheeler. Many people think that it is very expensive, it is high as compared to what they have bought when they had initially bought a bike, but it is very cheap. Like if we say third party ke prices are mandated by the government, it is fixed across all platforms, and comprehensive part is also very small component that they will see in the overall premium of the bike insurance. Third point is that many times they believe that if there is a pillion rider, like if I am riding a bike and my wife is sitting behind me, whether she is covered or not. Technically in two-wheeler insurance they are not covered, but we have a product which is called as a personal accident cover, that when they are buying two-wheeler insurance, if they buy that cover in addition to that, then that member will also be covered, and even if they face any accident, then they should be covered. So there are these 3-4 misconceptions that people should really understand when buying two-wheeler insurance.
Manas, one significant concern with two-wheeler owners is the rising premium. So why is it rising? What does it cover? And what are some strategies that they can employ to make sure that they don't have to pay such high premium?
So when we see that in two-wheeler, we are seeing that the premium are not increasing as rapidly as we see in other insurance lines, and that is primarily because the premium of the TP policy or the TP part has been mandated by the government, which they changed several years back. So that is fixed right now for quite some time. The comprehensive, or what we commonly called as OD or the first party damage, has different parameters basis which the insurance companies price their product. It can depend on what is the age of the vehicle, what is the make or the variant of the vehicle, or what is the cubic capacity that the rider is taking for. So all these parameters derive what is the pricing of the product, and that is where it is important for people to understand that there is a component called as NCB, which is no claim bonus. that when they are not claiming any NCB component in their first policy, they can get that advantage and reduce their premium. That basically means that they are a very good rider and they are riding it safely. So that is something that they can opt for. Secondly, what they can also opt for is different riders like NCB protection. They can also opt for zero depth cover, so that although the premium will increase, but they are safeguarding themselves when they are riding on Indian roads.
And in case of any accident or theft, what is the procedure for filing a claim?
So in either of the case, the first step is to inform the nearest police station and parallelly inform either the insurance company or from where they have bought the policy, and propose that the next steps is that they will inform that if, like for example, if I have taken a policy from Policybazaar and I meet with an accident, I'll inform Policybazaar. They will tell me that the next step is that to go to a nearest police station, get a FIR registered, then go to the hospital. Then they will help me in getting the claim reimbursed for that particular amount if my policy covers the own damage or the comprehensive part, plus I have also opted for the personal accident cover.
Can you mention some of the most important riders that two-wheeler owners should opt for?
So this is very important because we have seen the uptake in the people who are opting for riders. So I'll categorize into two buckets. First is for normal excluding EVs. So they have covers like in NCB protection, engine protection, a return to invoice cover. The most important or the uptake rider that we are seeing is the roadside assistance, where basically it means that if you are caught in an unknown situation in the middle of the road, if you have opted for a roadside assistance, then you can immediately call us and we will help you reach to the nearest safest location, or we can help you tow the vehicle to the nearest garage. So all these benefits comes under roadside assistance. That is something that people are opting for when they are buying two-wheeler insurance. In terms of, if I say EVs, then there is a very particular benefit that they are opting for, which is battery shield or battery add-on cover, which basically helps protect their battery, because in EVs the majority cost for the vehicle is for the battery, like 50 to 70% of the cost comes for battery. So many people are now opting for battery add-on cover when they are either buying for a new EV or when they are renewing their EVs.
How does NCB work in two-wheeler insurance, and what can owners do to maximize its benefits?
So NCB basically means no claim bonus, and it is a very common misconception that we have already discussed, that people don't know how to utilize it or how to maximize the benefit of NCB. So like I'll give you one example. Like I have bought a new bike insurance. So by default it will come with a 1+5 year plan, where 1 year will be for the own damage policy and 5-year TP policy will be there. So when I'm renewing and if I have not claimed, then I will be eligible for a 20% NCB. So that NCB component gets increased every year if you are a safe driver and you have not claimed previously. There is a misconception that if you are transferring your bike, or if you have not renewed on time, then how will the NCB be transferred? So let me be very clear that if you have not renewed it on time, then the NCB does not get transferred. It is called as a break-in case, and people should be very clear that when they are renewing their two-wheeler insurance, they are doing it within the time to get the maximum benefit of the NCB. If they are transferring their bike, or they are buying a new bike and they want to transfer the NCB to their account, then they have to follow a formal procedure where they need to file from the previous insurance company, take a NOA, which is like they have not taken any NCB claim, and submit it to while buying the new two-wheeler insurance, and they can get the benefit of the NCB in the new bike also.
Thank you so much, Manas. Thank you for all that information. Now it's time for our audience queries. So our first question is from Rahul. He says that he had bought a 1+5 policy, and when he's coming to Policybazaar, the premium now is much lower than what he had earlier bought. Can you explain the reason for this?
So Rahul, that's a very good question, because we have seen many customers who gets confused that when they have bought a new bike where they got 1+5 year of two-wheeler insurance, the premium will be ranging somewhere from 3,000 to 5,000 for their new bike. And when they are coming to renew, then the price is very low. I'll tell you and I'll give you an example as to why that is. So when you have taken, like I'll take one example where I have taken a two-wheeler insurance in 2020. So I will have a 5-year component of TP, which is third party, which will be covering me from 2020 to 2025. But my OD component, or which is called as own damage or first party damage, that if something happens to me, then whether the policy will cover or not will get expired in 1 year. So that I have to renew, and that component is at a lower cost, as we discussed in our talk show earlier also, and that is why you are seeing that the premium is low as compared to when you bought a new bike insurance. Similarly, after 2025, when you will be coming to renew your two-wheeler insurance, then you will see that the premium is again coming to a normal rate, because now you will also have to buy the TP component, because that is mandated by the government. So that is a cycle that every bike owner has to go and has to understand, that the premium will change every year. Although it is to be understood that it is very important that once it will be low for some time, and then it will again normalize once their 5 year has completed.
We hope this clarifies it for you, Rahul. The next question is from Vishnu. He says that my bike insurance is expiring tomorrow. How can I make sure that I buy it in time? How long is the process?
So, Vishnu, that's a very good question, and I would advise to book your two-wheeler insurance within time, so that you get the maximum benefit in terms of NCB and any other benefit that can be available. You can just visit Policybazaar website, punch in your vehicle number, and select the best plan that you want to buy. Punch in your personal details, complete the KYC, and your policy will be issued. It's as simple as that. Additionally, I would like to tell you also that you can also book your two-wheeler insurance now on WhatsApp from Policybazaar. So it has become that really easy for customers that they can just chat with our chatbot, and they can book their two-wheeler insurance on WhatsApp itself.
That's perfect. So, Vishnu, all you have to do is WhatsApp us. Thank you for all of that information, Manas. And a big thank you to our audience for staying with us. We hope we were able to answer all your questions regarding two-wheeler insurance in India. If you still have any questions, just put them in the comment box and we'll take them in our next session.